I'm going to discuss yesterday's editorial. Yesterday we have discussed one editorial, and this is the second editorial of yesterday's paper. Okay, I'm going to explain it. The heading of this editorial is One Man Rule. I think you people can able to get it very easily. One Man Rule. Here we are talking about One Man Rule. Okay, so here, can you please scroll up the screen? Yeah. On the Tunisian referendum. Okay, so Tunisia is a country of North Africa, and what referendum means? It means vote. Okay, we know about vote, right? We can say referendum instead of vote. After that, they're telling Tunisia is slipping into constitutional authoritarianism under Kais Saied. Kais Saied is the president of Tunisia. And what slipping into means? Slipping into means gradually start to be in a bad state or situation. So here we are talking about.
Screen is not visible.
Yeah, is it fine now? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so what happened? Actually, Tunisia is slipping into constitutional authoritarianism. Okay, and what authoritarianism means? It means lack of concern for the wishes or opinions of others. So the president Kais Saied don't want to listen others' opinion. He just want to apply his own rule. This is all about today's editorial. Let's discuss it. Okay. Here, in the first para, we have seen that with over 94% voters backing a new constitution that would see the return of a strong presidency, Tunisia's brief experiment with post-revolutionary parliamentary democracy has come out to an end. So the Persian the president get 94% vote. So it's a good amount. But after getting that much support, now he is trying to apply his own rule in Tunisia. So here they are telling that democracy has come to an end nowadays. In the next para, we have seen President Kais Saied, who sacked the elected government of Prime Minister Hissène Message. I'm reading the second paragraph, okay? Here we came to know that Kais Saied, the president who sacked the elected government of Prime Minister Hissène Messisi. So Hissène Messisi is the prime minister. He was the former prime minister who sacked. We already discussed the word sacking yesterday. I think you guys can able to remember it. Sacking means dismissing someone. Here it's using sack. That means he already dismissed the prime minister and suspended parliament last year. Okay, and he already suspended the parliament also, which he later dissolved. Okay, has been fussing for constitutional changes that would institutionalize his one-man rule. Over the past year, Mr. Said has ruled the country through decrees, avoiding him more powers. Okay, so here we get a new word, decrees. What it means? Decree means order or command, especially like the command or remark passed by government. Okay, and he just dismissed the prime minister, then he suspend parliament. After that he is just applying his one man rule. He have given a lot of order, he changed everything. Okay, the next para please. He has fired many judges. The next para, please, are you there? Okay. He has fired many judges, says independent institutions such as the Election Commission and sidelined political parties, including the Ennahda, the Islamist party, which had the most number of elected representatives in the dissolved parliament, with the new constitution, which awards him ultimate authority to form governments, name ministers, appoint judges, and even present laws. Mr. Said is said to rule Tunisia with unchecked powers. So what we have seen here, like he has fired many judges also. He has fired many judges. Then what he next he just says one elect uh, election commission, and he says some political parties as well. Here's we have a political party name as Ennahda, and it's a Islamic party which had most number of electoral representatives. And after that, what he do? He just appoint judges according to his choice. He even uh, he can even appoint change. He can able to changes the laws, and he just set some new rules in Tunisia. And Mr. Said Kai Said trying to apply his unchecked powers in Tunisia as a president. Okay, the next para, please. So what we have seen here till here, guys, that the president trying to apply his own rule everywhere. He dismissed the prime minister. He changed the parliament also. Then he fired many judges. He appointed the judges according to his choice. He changes the laws. He changed everything. He just want to apply his own unchecked powers. The next para, please. Are you there?
Visible?
Next para. Law of attraction, are you there?
Yeah, is it not visible? Because I
It's
already
visible.
jumped,
It's visible, but
I already jumped on next paragraph. Okay,
you
so again,
already. Okay.
Can you use PDF?
yeah,
Yes,
wait,
Chris.
guys, wait for a minute. Yeah, is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible. Yes, it's visible. Come to the fourth para.
On
Okay, we have completed. Okay. Tunisia was the shining example for a peaceful transition of democracy from dictatorship after the Arab Spring protests rocked many countries in West Asia and North Africa. Here, they are talking about that Arab Spring, during the Arab Spring protest, it affect many countries in West Asia and North Africa, even though that time Tunisia have its very good democracy. It's a shining example of peaceful transition of democracy. While the rest witnessed foreign intervention, counter-revolution or widespread chaos, Tunisia got a new constitution and multi-party government. So they are telling that even though these things happen, Tunisia was the shining example of peaceful transition of democracy. But now, because of this passion, everything got changed. Because of Mr. Kai Shade. Next para, please. It's not visible again. Okay, let me read, guys. I will share the PDF later. Okay, but Mr. Said, who also claims to represent the spirit of the 2011 revolution, has effectively taken the North African country back to absolute presidency, which could slip into constitutional authoritarianism. So here they are talking about Mr. Said, who claimed to represent the spirit of 2011 revolution, and he has effectively taken the North African country, but this now slip into. We already get the word slip into, which means gradually start to be in bad situation. Okay, slip into constitutional authoritarianism. When Mr. Said, a former law professor with no political experience, but Mr. Said is a person who don't have any political experience. Okay, he is a former law professor only. He don't have any experience, but he is president. Was elected president in 2019. He was elected as a president in 2019. Not many had expected him to rewrite the country's destiny in such a short span of time. Nobody has expected like this that he will write the country's destiny like this in very short span of time. When Tunisia fell into political instability amid a worsening economy and COVID-triggered healthcare crisis, Mr. Shade found an opportunity to expand his authority. And here they are talking about that Tunisia also have economic issues because of COVID, and because of COVID and political instability, its economic condition is worst day by day. Mr. Said found an opportunity to expand his authority, and because of this reason, Mr. Said get an opportunity to expand its authority. He blamed the country's parliamentary system and the infighting among the political class of the problems Tunisia faced. Mr. Sheikh blamed the parliamentary system of the country. He blaming them that because of them only Tunisia faced that much of problem. His move to suspend parliamentary democracy was relatively popular at that time. Because of this reason, he suspended the parliament also. But Tunisia has seen little progress under Mr. Said's direct rule, and Tunisia has seen little progress also because of Mr. Said. His popularity has fallen from 82% last summer to 59% in April this year, but now his popularity is badly fallen. Before it was 82% in the last summer, and this year in April it became 59% only. The country's economy grew to 2.9% in 2021 after a 9.2% construction in the previous year. And country's economy also grew 2.9% in 2021. Unemployment is 16% and inflation is 8.1%. Faced with a growing fiscal deficit in a current account shortfall, the government is negotiating with the IMF for a 4 billion loan because the condition is so bad now. So they are trying to take a loan of $4 billion. Okay, and that's why they are talking with IMF. But any cost cutting measures that would come with the loan would be met with strong opposition by the country's powerful unions. The growing public discontent was visible in the referendum. I already mentioned referendum means vote. like a general vote by the electorate. Despite the regime's high decibel propaganda, only 30% registered voters turn up at polling stations as most political parties had called for a boycott. There's only 30% registered voters. Why? Because most of the parties had called for boycott. Mr. Said may have clinched a victory with the yes vote. Mr. Said may have a victory with vote, but with mounting economic ills. But now the economic condition is very bad, and alienated opposition and growing discontent among the public, he will find it difficult to steer Tunisia. Now it's difficult for him to steer Tunisia. So what it steer means? It means the movement of a vehicle. That means he cannot able to uh, do good things for Tunisia right now, and Tunisia still in its revolutionary fervor through the storm. If he fails, he will have nobody to blame but himself. And because of his one-man rule, if he fails, then there's nobody uh, whom he can blame. The blame is on himself only. Yeah, this is all about today's editorial. Is there any doubt, guys? Is there any doubt? Everything is clear? Or okay, so let me discuss some vocabs. Here we get a vocab decree, DECREE. It means command or order passed by government. Then we know about powers. It means mastery, expertise. Transition means modification. Then we also get a new word. It's not new. We heard about it. It means propaganda. Propaganda means publicity. And we again get one word, infighting. Infighting means internal fight. Yeah, this is all about today's editorial. Okay, so now I want to ask the tone of today's editorial. Tone of today's editorial. Who want to say? Am I audible, guys? Anyone?
You are audible. Yes, yes,
Okay,
you are
you do
audible.
want to do you want to tell the tone of editorial? Is it
Informative.
Analytical.
okay? Yeah, author here trying to
There are
analyze.
a lot of data in
Hmm.
that editorial. There are a lot of data, percentage, and so so in that way, is it analytical word used unfathomable?
Yeah, unfathomable. Do you want to tell us the tone of editorial of today's session? I also think like it's analytical, informative.
Guys are speaking in this panel. On this panel, nobody is speaking.
I just joined, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, here author trying to analyze the things before and after and all the effect. Like is it good and bad? So I think it's analytical. Okay, then it's done for today. because no one
What
talking
about
anything.
you, Priyadarshini? Priyadarshini want to speak.
I think it's done.
Explanation.
What case? What? You need to explain something? I didn't get. Okay, Leo, you can end the session right now. I think